same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 C's.
Good morning, babies. Good morning. It is Thursday morning, and we are right back here on our favorite morning show with your favorite coach, Sherri Hill, in the house. Listen, girls and boys, I wanted to come and talk to you guys this morning about something else that I think is important and something else that plagues all of us all the time. Letting go of shit we love. Okay, we're going to talk this morning about letting go of the shit we love. Boy, when it's stuff that we love, we do not want to let go. We do not want to let go. Even if it's not good for us, we will find excuses to hang on to it. And this is where we're going to talk about why we do that today. Why you would think to yourself, why would I hold on to something that's not good for me? Why would I hold on to toxicity? Why would I hold on to a virus in my body that's eating me up? Why would I do that? Well, we do that, girls and boys, because we have this thing running around in us called codependency. Okay, we have this thing running around in us called codependency. When we are codependent upon other people, we will find all the excuses in the world to ignore all the red flags we see about this person. You know, especially when it comes to matters of love and situations like that. When we love somebody, no matter how toxic they are, we will come up with 1,000,001 excuses to save them and to keep them in our space and in our life, knowing that our intuition and the signs and synchronicities been telling us the whole time that it's time to walk away and let this person go. And have y'all noticed how when people are in bad relationships, your whole family and your friends be sick to death of this person before you finally walk your ass away. And that's because of the attachments that you have. This ain't love. Don't get this twisted with love, because love don't work this way. When you love somebody, you are willing to let them go because you understand that if it's true love, it will return. But when you have this need to have something or somebody, doesn't matter whether this need is a drug, alcohol, an addiction to sex, to whatever your need is, and you think you can't do without it, then you need to examine what trauma that need is attached to so that you can get past it. That's the only way you're going to be able to let go of toxic shit that don't serve you, is for you to figure out how it got there in the first place. Okay, you got to figure out, how did this shit get in my life in the first place? So let's talk about karmic relationships. Karmic relationships come into our life to teach us lessons. And until we learn the lessons that those people have to teach us, we pretty much stay stuck in those relationships. And we keep repeating the same things. And God is waiting for us to do something different. Okay, we've been doing it our way. We stubborn and we want to do things our way. We think we got life all figured out. No, we're going to be on the floor crying, begging God for his forgiveness and his participation in trying to straighten out the shit we done wrecked for ourselves. Okay, so when we get into these relationships and we find it hard to let go, what is the attachment? What is it that's there? What is it that's keeping you there? Why? You see that there's no improvement. You see that all it is fighting and conflict and argument. You see that, but yet you keep feeding yourself the idea that things are gonna change, that you're gonna pray the problems away, that you're gonna help the person to get past whatever is causing y'all the problems. And none of that is gonna happen. The only time change occurs is when the person who's involved chooses to change. We all have to change. We all have to be the change we seek. And so when we're not getting what we need from another person, we have to then give it to ourselves and stop worrying the other person about it. When they've shown us that they can't give it to us, we have to accept that. We have to accept that. So the message today is, pay attention to why you holding on to stuff. Are you holding on to relationships because you are afraid of what your family's going to think? Are you holding on to a relationship because you're afraid that you won't be able to make it on your own if you separate from this person? Perhaps you're financially dependent on this person and you feel like if you leave that your finances will be affected. Okay, perhaps you are afraid of being alone. You have abandonment issues. You were abandoned as a child, so you have abandonment issues. So you hold on to toxic relationships because you are afraid of being alone. There's always some type of trauma attached to you being attached to things that don't serve you. And it's a great way to trace your traumas and figure out things that, again, you need to let go of. Okay, because toxic relationships, I don't care, I was having a conversation with one of my coaching clients, and we were talking about parenting and being in relationships that we have with parents. And not everybody, I get so tired when some people, say Mother's Day don't mean nothing to me. I don't have a good relationship with my mother. I get so tired of people saying, that's the only mama you got. You need to cherish her. You need to do this. You need to do that. But what if your mama didn't cherish you? What if you never felt loved? What if you never felt accepted? What if your mama beat on you and treated you like shit? You still supposed to honor her just because it's Mother's Day? We got to get out of doing stuff just because of the tradition. Okay, I decided in my life that I'm not celebrating nobody who doesn't deserve to be celebrated. I don't give a damn what the holiday is. If you are my mother and you have not been treating me as a loving child and reminding me of my beauty and my strength and my power, then on Mother's Day I'm not celebrating you. It's just another damn day for me. And I don't want nobody in my face talking about, oh, that's your mama. You got to respect their mama. You got to do this. You got to do that. We do all this stuff for people who wouldn't piss on us if we was on fire. We got to stop putting other people's needs and problems ahead of our own, because all we doing is setting ourselves up for failure. You can't save another person. You can't change another person. You can't make another person see it from your perspective. You can do none of the above. So my question is when you constantly see you and another person going different directions, understand that you are stagnating both of y'all. You are in the way of growth for both people. And all along, y'all think y'all helping. Well, I don't want to leave right now because this person is sick. Or I don't want to leave because they might do this or they might do that. Or they might... You always got these excuses as to why you hold on. And it has nothing to do with the other person. It's your own codependencies. You holding on because there's something. No matter how toxic these things or people are, there's something there that you need. Otherwise, you wouldn't be holding on. No one holds on to things that don't serve them. If I came and said to you, here's this flower. I want to hand you this flower, okay? But this flower is poisonous. It's going to kill you if you touch it. But you love me, so you're going to take the flower from me just because you love me. Okay, that's not true. You're taking the flower from me because you feel so attached to me, the need to please me, that you're willing to hurt yourself. Okay, you would not take that flower from me if you knew it was going to make you sick and kill you. You wouldn't do that. But yet we do that with people every day. We know these people are toxic. We know that these people will push us backwards. We know these people will catapult us right down the hole to no return. But yet we still hold on to them because we love them. Okay, it brings me back to my illustration that if you've been watching me for a while, we talked about this doing our 90-day challenge where you have the illustration of Jesus and the teddy bear and the little girl. There's a little girl. She's got this little teddy bear in her hand. Okay, she's got this little teddy bear in her hand. And Jesus has this teddy bear that's huge behind his back. Okay, and he's got the teddy bear hidden behind his back. And all he wants the little girl to do is give up the little one so he can give her the big one. But she's holding on tight to this little bear saying, but God, I love it. But God, I love it. Not knowing that what God has in store for her is so much greater than what she thinks she loves. Okay, we have to stop thinking that toxicity was brought to us by God or ordained or approved by God. God ain't put his stamp of approval on us in these toxic relationships. We're supposed to get in them, learn the lesson, and get out of them. The moment you realize that you have attracted a toxic person into your life, that ain't the time for you to jump on the phone and start calling all your girlfriends and telling them about this toxic friend, toxic coworker, toxic romantic partner. It ain't the time for that. The time for you to go look in the mirror and say, girl, how did we attract this? What is going on here with you, baby doll? We need to talk because you attracting trash. We got to figure out what's going on. Because everything that ends up in your life is a result of your thoughts of what you thought you needed. So when you attract toxicity, you got to find where the toxic pull is in you. What is the magnetic pull in you that keeps magnetically pulling toxic people and situations to you? That's the time for you to examine that. Not the time for you to be worried about what's wrong with somebody else. That is not our business. Okay, that is not our business. So this morning it's time for us to take a look and ask ourselves, why are we holding on to things? Why are we holding on to things? If you drink alcohol too much and you know that it's affecting your liver, you know that you're getting older, it's affecting your heart, it's affecting your body. You can tell the changes that you have in your body when you drink too much, but yet you keep doing it because why? Because God, I love it. I love drowning my problems in the bottle, Father. I love not paying attention. I love being immature. And I love not being responsible for my own actions. So I keep drinking the alcohol because it allows me to be irresponsible. It allows me to wear a mask and not be my true authentic self. So if I stay drunk and high all day, I can live in this fantasy world and keep on wrecking my real world. But who cares? Because I get to go pour all of my problems into a bottle. And sure, they don't go away. They still there when I sober up. But that's okay. I just drink some more. That's where we at. That's the things that we do when we are refusing to take responsibility for our own stuff. Okay, and this morning it's like, what are you holding on to that you need to let go of? It don't necessarily have to be a piece of person or a thing. It could be a thought. You could have a mindset of, oh, money's hard to come by. If you got that mindset, you need to let that go. You need to get up every morning saying your abundance prayer that says, today miracles will happen to me. Money will come to me out of nowhere, and it will. Get up saying that and believing that, and that becomes your money mantra, and it becomes your real world. But we got to ask ourselves, why do I stay in environments that scare me? I spoke to a client the other day and she told me she lived in a place where every time she leaves her house, she's afraid because she's not sure if she's going to be robbed, attacked, or whatever. And I said, well, are you working on moving away from there? No, because it's just so much stuff I gotta move, and then I have to unplug all my TVs and transfer this and transfer that. But is any of that stuff worth your life? Is any of that small inconvenience worth you losing your life because you were too lazy to get up and move out of an environment that was unsafe for you? We do stuff like that, y'all, and then we call it sanity. Ain't nothing sane about us recognizing that we walking into danger and walk into it anyway. Without being armored, protected in any type of way. We just walk through it. Oh, well, we just going to see what happens. Because this is the way I got to go because I love it this way. It's time for us to take a look at how we are wrecking our own selves with not letting go of things that no longer serve us. It's sometimes we can be in a job too long and you're getting the urge that it's time for you to elevate. It's time for you to open your business. It's time for you to start your practices or go back to school, whatever it is that you need to do. And you'll sit there and you'll talk about how the job is driving you crazy, how things aren't going the way you planned, and yet you do nothing but keep going back to this job every morning. Miserable as hell, but ain't put in application first nowhere else. This is where we do, y'all. We have to take a look at what's driving us crazy. What's in your life that don't serve you anymore? What's in your life that you're not happy about no more? What's in your life? Who's in your life? Okay, it's the people in your life celebrating you, making you feel good and uplifting you and reminding you of your goals. And when we fall off track, are these people putting you back on track, or are these people causing you to constantly fall off track? And if they are, what is your attachment to this toxicity? Why do you think you can change this person? Why do you think it's your responsibility to help this person? You are not Captain Save-A-Ho. You can only save you. And you are tearing yourself apart by involving yourself in somebody else's toxic ways. Why are you doing that? The question to ask yourself this morning is, why am I holding on to the things that don't serve me? Why am I holding on to toxicity? Why am I in my ego thinking that I can change it, thinking that it'll turn around? Why? Why am I there? Why am I doing that? When I know better. It has never worked in the past. I've never been able to change nobody. Situations like this ain't never worked in nobody's favor. The longer I stay, the worse it gets. But yet, I stay. Yet I stay. I know all of this. I'm talking to myself every day. And I'm telling myself of all the worst case scenarios that could happen in this situation if I stay. And I agree that these things can and will happen, but yet I'm not making any moves to get out of it. You got to bite the elephant and eat it one bite at a time. You can't chew them all at once. Okay, but the goal is to start somewhere. Get a plan. Okay, if you're in a marriage and money is holding you there because you need this person to take care of you, get a plan. Start out with looking for you a job. Making sure that when you do leave, you can take care of you. Once you find a job, then you start looking for a place to stay that is in your budget. And then you get the hell on. You done put a plan together. You stuck to the plan. You saved the money. Now it's time to move out. But it's time to move now. But you just can't be like, oh, I'm going to move, and then one day get up and just try to do everything in one day. You'll overwhelm yourself, become frustrated, and remain stuck in a situation that you don't want or need to be in. Okay, so again, this morning is concentrate, people. Concentrate. Pay attention. Pay attention to who and what is around you and ask yourself, is these people, places, and things helping me to achieve the things that I want to achieve in my life? And if they are not, they must go. Okay, everything must go today, including you. Okay, this is how you got to be in your life. Okay, everything that's not helping you to reach your goals must go. Everything that's not helping you to reach your goals must go. You got to get rid of your attachment to these toxic things. You got to stop thinking you can change people. You got to stop thinking that you can help somebody see the light. You can be the example. The only way you can be an example in someone's life is show them that your boundaries are up and that you won't tolerate things that don't align up with your goals. We are our own self-sabotagers. Ain't nothing or nobody sabotaging our goals but us. We place people in our lives and we leave them there because we refuse to let go. We ignore all the red flags. We see these people. Some of these people just be running amok in our life. And we steadily making excuses. Well, I can't leave them right now because they're sick. Well, I can't leave right now because they ain't got no money. Where they gonna stay? That's not your problem. Okay, that is not your problem. These are grown folks that we talking about. So you need to take care of you. And by you taking care of you, you are also assisting them to take care of themselves. Because as long as you allow people to be codependent on you, you are hindering them. You are not helping them. You are not helping yourself, and you're not helping them. You are hindering the very people that you're trying to help. By thinking that you need to be in the way. You need to show them how to do it. You need to help them do it. No one's going to do. Nothing works for nobody until it's our choice. You can say, oh, I'm getting married, so I'm going to go on a diet and make sure I can wear my wedding dress. And baby, cheesecake becomes, you start thinking about shit you ain't never ate before because you're not losing weight for you. You're losing weight because of the wedding dress. But when you make up the mind that, hey, I want to be my best self. I want to be the best Sherri that I can be. Then you get up and go to that gym every day and you eat better because it's for you. It's genuine. It's coming from you. And so this is what we have to learn to do, y'all. Learn to be alone. Learn to let go of attachments. Learn to not be attached to anything but yourself and God. Period. Point blank, the end. I'm talking about no cars, no homes, no city, no houses, no people, no places, no things. Hold on to nothing. Be attached to nothing but your faith in yourself and in God. And when you do it that way, babies, I promise you, you will be okay. But this is the time where we need to take a look at the things that we are refusing to accept. The people that we keep on trying to make saints out of sinners. Okay, we keep trying to make saints out of sinners. You got folks running them up, like I said, in your life. But yet you come up with all the reasons in the world to make this person necessary in your life. People are not necessities. They are accessories. And when they're not accessorizing your life, you know what an accessory does? When you get dressed and put on your beautiful dress and your lace fronts and your lashes and all of that, your jewelry is just an accessory. Your earrings are just an accessory. Your shoes and bags is just an accessory. You was already fly without it. So that's how people have to be in our lives. Stop making people necessities. I can't live without this person. I can't leave this person behind. I can't do this. I can't do that. When you have those type of attachments, you are codependent and you have trauma that you need to deal with. Okay, when you can't let go of somebody, when you feel so attached to somebody that you can't let go, you don't feel you can live your life without them, you can't move forward, you got some trauma that needs to be addressed. Now, I'm your Tease Coach. Y'all know I like to come here Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. sharp, to share with you the morning tea. Eat a little something to sweeten up your tea and lighten up your coffee. Okay, because on this channel, we like to transform, elevate, and self-evaluate all the pain away. And we're going to do that one heartbeat at a time. Y'all know I love you. Mwah! And it ain't nothing you can do about it. I'll see you right back here for Friday. Yes, it's Friday. But remember, babies, today's message is let go of the attachments. Let go of all the things that are not getting you to your goals. And you know who and what they are. And it's time to let go. God says He's been waiting on you. You ain't waiting on God. God is waiting on you. When you take the first step, He'll take 10. But the first step is on you. You got to show God that you will surrender and you are ready to live your best life. But if you're ready to stay stuck in patterns that will keep you in your addictions, in your afflictions, in conflict, then keep doing what you're doing. You on the right track. Okay? Now I'll be right back tomorrow morning. Love you. Bye-bye.